Let's talk about some of these versions, and you probably know these better than me. But we'll talk about the PS2 version. That's the first remake, because obviously the first version is the original, and we'll talk about that in depth in a second. But well, actually, we played the DS version, and I played the mobile, but it's really similar. Um, but the PS2 version brought some interesting additions. It features 3D graphics that are similar to Dragon Quest VII, but it utilizes the extra PlayStation 2 graphical capabilities. The hero and his companions have to fight more monsters than they did in the original, but the limit has been increased from 3 to 4,
As far as your character party, so
which is
on the Super Famicom, you could only, and it's so weird because on Dragon Quest IV on the NES, you could have 4 party members. But I
what
guess in
is
terms
that?
of the space limitations on the Super Famicom, you could only have 3.
That isn't that crazy?
Yeah, like they had to deal with the downgrade.
That's so wild. Also, there are only 40 monsters available to the player's party in the Super Famicom version due to ROM limitations. PS2 does not suffer from that. Does that increase
71.
71? Okay. So yeah, it is very weird that the original only had 3 party. I can't imagine playing this game with 3 party members. It seemed like
It's so much more difficult.
yeah.
I think that would be, there were actually a couple challenging boss battles. Bjorn, I couldn't imagine taking down Bjorn with 3 party members.
Oh my
But
god.
um, we'll talk about this a little later. But I would have liked a little bit more challenge in the end.
Mm.
So maybe this would have been decent. It might have like fit under that kind of Dragon Quest 2 theme, where it's like really freaking difficult, and like it kind of just humanizes your party. You
Humanizes.
still have the wagon, right? You still have 8 party members that you can pick from. So
Mm-hmm.
really not as bad as Dragon Quest 2. Dragon Quest 2 is just cruel.
Another new feature in the remake is the famous local trinkets museum, where the player has to collect local specialties from all around the world.
Nick Nakatoria. That does not compete to the mini medals, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
Mini medals are way better. But I did think it was cool that like this it had this extra layer of collectability.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was nice. I did you participate in this much? I didn't really do
A
any.
little bit. I did almost the full first floor of items. Most of them
Oh.
were just in my inventory. It tells you if it's a knickknack or not. So I was like, oh,
Okay.
whatever. Not useful. So like after
Do you get in-game
a
bonuses from
certain
this?
point, I don't remember. You get people who visit the museum. I don't remember if you get actual items for it though.
Weird. Um, the DS game uses the same engine as the DS remake of. Oh, and these are all done by Arte Piazza, right? Awesome company. I mean, because they just basically make Dragon Quest. But on May 20th, 2008, Square Enix opened up the North American site featuring the remakes, acknowledging the game would see release, including the
By the way,
remake.
I have the treasures that you would unlock from the Nick Nakatoria.
Okay.
1,000 gold coins if you fill 18 pedestals.
Whoa.
That's nothing. Mini medal and 2 TNT tickets.
That's it?
Oh, but then you also at the inn you make 10 gold coins per person. Maybe that's how much you're spending. I don't know.
Oh, 10 gold coins as they walk into the thing and
I don't know if it's that or if that's how much you pay to stay there. It's on how many people are in your party.
um yeah, you can also you now it's permanently upgraded to 4 members in your party instead of 3. And also there's a third girl, Deborah, that you can choose to marry, which we'll get into in a little bit.
Talking about the DS version, right?
Yeah. And that one well, you just described her as a character that nobody would pick. We'll talk about that more.
Okay.
In a second.